Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title of this video, this is gonna be an ogre orc makeup tutorial. This character, Buto Ijo, is inspired by Indonesian folklore, so I'm gonna tell you the story while I do my little tutorial. This is the story of Timun Mas, or the golden cucumber. This tale brings us to the mystical island of Java, Indonesia, where a widow named Mbok Sirni lived alone on her farm. The widow was a kindly woman, yet she was overwhelmed by loneliness and longed to have a child by her side. When her loneliness became too much to bear, Mbok Sirni decided to pray to Buto Ijo for help. Buto Ijo was a monstrous giant ogre who lived in the outskirts of the village. He was known to occasionally grant people's wishes. The monster offered to grant Mbok Sirni's wishes, but at a terrible price. When the child turns 6 years old, you will return her to me to become my meal, he said. Despite the condition, the desperate woman agreed to his demand. The giant then gave her a single cucumber seed to be planted at her farm. In 2 weeks, the cucumber started to bear fruit. Yet, among them there was one which was larger than the rest, even emitting gold radiant light. Splitting it carefully, Mbok Sirni found a beautiful baby girl inside. Filled with joy, she named the girl Timun Mas, for she was born from a golden cucumber. She had come to love her daughter over the years and couldn't bear to lose Timun Mas. And yet, she would never be able to stand up to the powerful giant. Desperate for help, she journeyed all the way to Gunung Kidul, the southern mountain, to seek advice from a powerful hermit. After hearing the plight, the hermit presented Mbok Sirni with 4 small pouches. "Give these to Timun Mas," the hermit told her. "They will help your daughter against the giant." The day finally arrived where Buto Ijo came to Mbok Sirni's house. "Where is my meal?" For hours, the monster chased after Timun Mas, and Buto Ijo was steadily getting closer and closer. Remembering her mother's advice, she threw the first of the pouches, a bag of cucumber seeds. Vines of cucumbers magically sprung forth from the earth, blocking Buto Ijo's path. The giant, enticed by the fruits, stopped in his track and gorged on them. It wasn't long before he ate them all and resumed his chase. Just as the monster was about to catch up, Timun Mas threw the second gift, a small bag of needles at him. A dense forest of sharp bamboo trees appeared where the needles had fallen. The giant eventually burst through the bamboo trees, wounded and enraged. Once more, as he neared Timun Mas, she tossed the third pouches full of salt at the monster, hoping to slow him down. Suddenly, an outburst of powerful torrent of seawater formed a huge wave which swept the giant off his feet. Buto Ijo is now determined more than ever to catch this little girl who had troubled him so much. Timun Mas had nowhere left to turn. In her hand, she held the last of the hermit's gifts. She hurled the small bag as hard as she could at the monster. The bag containing spice had transformed into a boiling sea of mud, burning Buto Ijo's skin. The giant struggled in the mud. He shrieked and howled at the pain. And then all was silent. Timun Mas had finally stopped Buto Ijo once and for all. Returning to her house, her delighted mother embraced her in her arms, and they both lived out the rest of their days in peace. The end. So, after listening to the whole story of Timun Mas, what do you think? Honestly, this story is one of my favorite childhood folklore to listen to, so I just hope you really liked that aspect of this video. And of course, thank you so much for sticking till the end of this video. If you have any questions or concerns about anything at all, you can just leave a comment. If you want to subscribe, you can click the button here. And if you want to watch my other videos, go ahead and click here. See you guys next time!